Tony Pete coming at you from La Casa de Perla, the Hacienda, the Ponderosa, if you will. Greetings from Western PA. This video concerns a thread that's been going around about the 10 most listened to records in your collection. I think it was started by a young man at Long Cut. Mazzy gave it its oomph so other people could do this, and I've been watching a lot of them, and it's amazing how many of you listen to the same things I listen to. The 60s, 70s music that's so popular around the BC. And as others have said, this is so hard to do because there's just so much you listen to. And I had that same problem. I said, 10, that's easy. And you start looking around and you start amassing albums together and you realize, geez, do I listen to this more? Do I listen to Tommy Rowe more than I do to Rita Coolidge? Should I give Rita Coolidge an honorable mention? Because I do listen to them a lot. And I want to make this quick, and I don't want to keep you because I know you only last 3 minutes on these videos. So here's my 10 and maybe a couple more. I don't know. I'll tell you that when I think about it. First one, Jazz Messengers, Art Blakey. This is a reissue. George from CDs and LPs gifted this to me. Wonderful sounding. If you love jazz, you'll love Art Blakey. Cool. It's wonderful. He's with Donald Byrd, Hank Mobley, Horace Silver, Art Blakey, of course, and Doug Watkins. If you don't have that, get it. You'll love every minute of it. Going back to my roots, Deep Purple, Machine Head. Another, going back to my roots, being a young kid, listening to this about Jukebox, a place called Joe Henry Burgers. First thing I went to, before I even ordered my hamburger, went to the jukebox, put Deep Purple in, Smoke on the Water, and the rest is history. You got to have some Beatles in there. And I could have showed Abbey Roads or Revolver or Beatles for Sale or Rubber Soul and all this, but I have a tendency to listen to this one, the Beatles, Rock and Roll Volume 2. I'm sure there's a Volume 1 somewhere. I've never found it. Out in the wild. This is a track list. I did not pay $25 for it. I paid $5 for it for some guy. It looks like there was little water damage, but the vinyl is beautiful. It has, all the way from Dizzy Miss Lizzie on side 1, all the way to Back in the USSR, to Hey Bulldog, to Get Back, to Revolution, The Night Before. If you want your Beatles fix, this is what I do. Sometimes I throw this on. Yeah, see, but there's so many. I mean, I could just Let It Be, the White Album. Just so many. And I was surprised that Mazzy didn't show a Jefferson Airplane, and he talks about them a great deal on his channel. But again, I could have done this with the other couple albums I have. This is Surrealistic Pillow. Great album. The start of the psychic underground music. Boy, I just love them. Grace Slick. Jeez, she was a looker. Old Grace Slick. Jeez, good band. Oh man, and I play that. I play a lot. Now, some of you, I've showed this before because I got this on vacation this past year. The Brooklyn Bridge. This is Johnny Maestro. And if you remember, Johnny Maestro was with the Crests. Such a great voice. Passed away, of course, a few years back due to cancer. If you like harmonies and just wonderful melodies, this is just wonderful. Now this is sort of a resurgence for him because the Crests were early 60s, 50s, and I think Brooklyn Bridge didn't come along until 68, 69, 70, somewhere in here. The one hit that they had on here was I Heard You're Getting, The Worst That Could Happen. Glad She's a Woman. Welcome Me Love is such a great song. But Brooklyn Bridge, and that's the title of it, Brooklyn Bridge. I think that's the back side. If you wanted to see what it looks like, some of the songs. Harmonies, oh, love it. Johnny Maestro. Who's next? Bubba O'Reilly. I remember going to a buddy's house before college, before classes, and he'd eat a chipped ham sandwich that was heated with ketchup and barbecue sauce for breakfast. And I would go into the living room and listen to this album. And every time I hear Bubba O'Reilly or Won't Get Fooled Again, I can still see my buddy Tommy eating that sandwich. 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning. Jeez. Of course, Linda Ronstadt, Simple Dreams. You know, how can you not like that album cover? And you guys know this one. She sings with It's So Easy, Blue Bayou, Sorrow Lives Here, I Will Never Marry Again. Just, you know, when the mood strikes me, I gotta play this. And oddly enough, you would think, since I'm a Linda Ronstadt, it'd be Heart Like a Wheel. This is a good album. I like it, but it's not my favorite album of hers. This one, Hasten Down the Wind, just a beautiful, beautiful album here. Rivers of Babylon lasts like 3 seconds, 52 seconds. Beautiful harmonies, a cappella. Carla Bonoff, she does a couple of hers. Ry Cooder, she does a Ry Cooder, of course, the Tattler, you know, from blah 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 to whatever. If He's Near You, That'll Be the Day. But the one that I like is the one that she wrote with her family. That's in Spanish. It's called Lo Siento Mi Vida. Hasten Down the Wind, of course, Warren Zevon. And the cover's not bad, you know. But this is really, when I want to be mellow, I put this on. I just bought this year, and this is such a great album. Van Halen, 1984. What can be said about that? This, of course, is a reissue. Melinda Murphy, you ought to be really happy. I never really got into them until this album, and I really like the music. I do have another one, CD of theirs, but Van Halen. If you want one of those Sunday mornings, you want to lay back and just listen to some music and just daydream, look out the window, drink your coffee, peruse the newspaper. Anita Baker and Rapture. Now, you find this in the dollar bills, and it's a shame that they should do a reissue if they may have. Don't go by anything that I said. They may have. I think I missed the place where I cut my hair. Well, anyway, Anita Baker, squirrel. This is such a great sounding album. I think I have 2 cassettes of this and 3 albums, or the other way around. 2 albums and 3 cassettes. Anytime I see this album, I purchase it, and I try to pass it on to people because it's such a great album. I think she just came out with one more, because she wasn't doing them for a while. She sort of retired. But this is a beautiful, beautiful album. Beautiful sounding album, too. I found this in a flea market, and I believe this is my last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I gave you 11. I gave you 11. So I'll give you this one too. It's Dave Mason. And this is a live album. It's a double album. I found it at a flea market for $1. Great stuff. It has, Feeling Y'all Right on here. Take It to the Limit, Going Down Slow. Only You Know and I Know. Beautiful album, great sound. Got it for $1. Wonderful. But that's, I could have gone on and on. I could have showed you Dave Brubeck for CDs, Roy Orbison. I could, throw them all over the place. I could have showed you Dean Martin, some more Linda Ronstadt. you know, some Shana Na, yeah, Billy Joel. To next week, if I did this tomorrow, it would be different. But that's it. Those are my 10 most played for this week. God bless you. Stay out of trouble. Tony loves you. May all your records be flat. May your stylus run true. Ciao, ciao. Bye.